You've also had a bit of a public breakup recently. How's that been? Tricky?
I mean, it's always difficult when my private life comes out in the press, but I suppose, you know, what people say, you signed up for it, but I don't obviously sign up for people commenting on my relationship statuses, but, you know, I just do believe that everything happens for a reason, and I've just got to be strong. I'm a businesswoman, I'm focusing on work, so, yeah.
Good. Eve, a question for Megan.
Well, there's a lot of snobbery around, isn't there? And people say, people like you who've been on Towie and have been on celebrity things haven't actually earned the right to be on TV. What do you say about that?
I understand when people say things like that, but for me, I wanted to do, you know, reality TV and get onto TV to just kind of build a platform for myself, whereas I love to sing. I'm a country singer, and I knew that, you know, I wasn't born into a world where I had them contacts or had the money to do that, so I had to make it myself, make it my own way, and I feel like by doing all these different TV shows, now I'm finally doing what I love to do.
Are not the reality TV, isn't that not a full-time job in and of itself? You seem to go from one to the other to the other.
Yeah, well, it is, it can be, it's all depend. The thing is, I loved doing Towie. That was a full-time job. But I left there, I wanted to focus on my music, and I wanted my private life a bit more private, because it's impossible when you're filming that show. But, like, it is hard. And I own 3 businesses. I have a restaurant, I have a clothing brand and a makeup cosmetic line. So it's like I'm constantly running businesses that people probably think, oh, she's just going away and doing a bit of filming here and there. But trust me, my schedule is from very early and it goes on till really, really late. So I'm very hard working.
Well, you've mentioned your music, and we can have a little bit of a listen here. Here's Megan with her latest single, High Heeled Shoes. That's high praise coming from him.
Yeah, she's. I remember watching the show, and we're managed by the same people. And I remember watching the show and just even knowing you, just being blown away. But actually, good for you, taking whatever steps you needed to get to that. I think that's a really strong message.
Yeah.
And also, you did it. I mean, that's the other thing. Lots of girls just sit there and dream about it. You did what
You've gone out and got what you wanted to do. So
yeah, I'm not stopping.
You supported Michael Buble recently.
Yes, I did at Hyde Park on the main stage. Can I just tell you, that's something I've dreamed of since I was a little girl. So coming out and walking down that, it was a massive catwalk. And everyone was like, are you going to walk down the catwalk? I was like, 100%. Are you joking? I was up and down it like 4 times. I definitely milked it. But yeah, I loved every minute
But
of it.
why country and western? It wouldn't seem the obvious choice.
I've always loved country music.
It's not very hip, though, is it?
I know. Like, everyone's like, oh, why don't you do a house tune? Why don't you do a bit of pop music? I'm like, no, I love country music. I love Nashville. And I love the fact that it's telling a story. And for me, I fit into that very well because I'm quite opinionated. I get myself into trouble a lot.
You do? Yeah.
And I just feel like writing music is kind of like a bit like therapy for me. I can write it all down, it all comes out, and I can put it in a nice way without screaming or shouting.
We know country and western songs are always about people whose dogs are dying. You can now write about orphaned lambs. That could be your next song, couldn't it?
No,
I could write one about
There's a great history, isn't it, of women. I mean, like DIVORC and all that. Women writing about their lives.
Yeah.
I think it's brilliant.
And country is probably
I do.
the genre that gives you that platform, I think, a lot more than, I mean, I do pop music and we find it very hard as artists who want to write our feelings down to actually, sometimes pop can be a bit puffy and a bit like that. Country is probably the closest to a musical theatre thing that you can actually put down emotion into music.
It's gritty, like it is true life. It's like my music, I write a lot of my own stuff and it is like opening up my diary. So that's why I love it so much.